Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard. If you are brand new, welcome back. If you're not, welcome home if that fits. Let's have a conversation, please, about Pluto squaring the moon's nodes. This is an ongoing aspect. It started in April of 2023, and it rolls through October, the end of this year. And it's big energy, and it's really being affected by the Cancer new moon on the 17th of July. And so I've been talking about it so much with clients that I'd like to give a little bit of general insight about why it's important. So first of all, let's start with Pluto. Pluto is a generational planet. Its span is about 16 years. So it deals with healing structural patterns, right? Refining trends and changing cultural cycles and beliefs, right? It deals with behavioral norms and societal expectations. And so Pluto is the ruler of transformation, right? So Pluto's nature is reductive. And so what that means is that the energy gets stripped away, gets pulled back. It exposes what is at the core, right? And so when Pluto is activated or in force, we are forced to look at and evaluate, right, what is happening. In this specific instance, we're talking about generational structural energy. Think about generations, right? So we have the baby boomers, right? We have Gen X. We've got millennials. These are generational energies. This is how time shifts and changes. This is the overarching energies of our society, our world, our culture. And so these really, they don't deal with the form, right? They're dealing with the function. Pluto happens to be in Capricorn right now, right? Pluto was in Capricorn for quite a long time, had a little foray into Aquarius, and then retrograded back into Capricorn, where he is forming that T-square with the lunar nodes. And here's an important thing to notice. Pluto is about subtleties and nuances, obsessions and secrets, things that are underneath, right? The undertones. It's the woven fabric of ourselves, of our lives, of our society, of our globe, of our cosmos, right? And it's about renewal, and it's about rebirth. And that is how Pluto operates, right? This is about change and karma and power. Pluto really offers you the chance to leave something from your past behind and take that level up, which is absolutely critical. And so the moon's nodes are mathematical points, right? And they're calculated at the intersection of the paths of the sun and the moon. So they're derivations, and they have to do with our identity, right? So it's the moon and the sun's paths. So this is the yin and the yang. This is the masculine and the feminine. This is the inner and the outer. This is the visible and the invisible. This is the conscious and the subconscious, right? The South Node deals with inheritances, right? It's about our imprints. It's about muscle memory. It's about the things that move with you on your soul's journey. If you think about your life as an arc, a timeline, where you are is your life, right? What is behind you is all South Node ruled. What is in front of you is all North Node ruled. So your South Node, that past, it's about past lives. It's about epigenetics, right? It's about how you came to be who you are. It's about what you've been carrying with you and what you've been blessed with It's about the skills that you have, things that no one ever had to teach you, right? And the North Node then is about your mission, your soul mandate, your opportunity to adjust your own karma, be it a learning and the shouldering responsibilities that you do in this life. So this is from here forward, right? And so the key here is that what we're being asked to do as the nodes have moved into Aries and Libra, right? And this is the polarity of self and other. This is the polarity of me and we. And so how we balance and move along that shifting dynamic polarity between where we are and where our relationships are, right? Where we discover ourselves in relationship, where we deepen our sense of who and what we are and why we are here in relation to the other is highlighted in this polarity. And as we are witnessing it in T-square, right? Pluto is on the edge of that opposition, and the opposition of the South Node and North Node denotes that opportunity, right, for balance, always for balance. And Pluto on the square creates, I like to call squares an opportunity to lean into the dynamic tension of that learning situation. And what that means is once you master the polarity, then you can capitalize on the energy that is the angle point of that square. And so the way we can, the way that we can witness this entire aspecting is that we are prepping right now for the next 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius, right? Pluto will be in Aquarius until 2043. And Aquarius is about the collective, right? It's the needs of the many. It's very humanitarian sign. I like to describe Aquarius energy as the highest actuation of the self, right? If Leo is the self, then Aquarius is the highest actuated self in service, right? In surrender, in humility. And so this is about to be human, right? Pluto in Aquarius is about being human under all the layers, right? What is the difference? And what is the similarity, right? And how does that create for us union, unitedness, right? We're coming out of that Capricorn Cancer polarity with Pluto, which is parent-child dynamic, right? This is about authority and doing what we're told. And in that Aquarius-Leo polarity, this is about individuality and humanity, right? It's about being together, united. And the fact that these squares are happening at 29 degrees of Capricorn and 0 degrees of Aquarius really creates a distinct awareness and opportunity for lessons around sovereignty and what it is to be human, and how we really take absolute personal responsibility without agreeing to victimhood, right? Without agreeing to victimhood. And how we step away from the concept of a savior daddy or a savior mommy, right? It's how we step into our own actuation. And so this is about the only way out is through. And so where am I going becomes where are we going? And what am I carrying is what are we carrying, right? What's part of your program, right? Pluto is asking you to disassemble your programming and really get into the question of what is real and aligned for you as a sovereign being, and asking questions about how your inner identity, how our collective inner identity has been shaped, has been given, right, by the media, by religion, by your history, by your family, by learning, by your genetics, right? And so that collective transit asks you to be involved in your inner identity, but also as your part in our outer identity, to really witness yourself as the creator of your outer reality. And this coming up week, we have the first of the 3 perfecting squares of these, this Pluto squaring the nodes. And this is cardinal energy, right? So cardinal energy is about birth. It's about inception. It's about leading, right? It's about way paving. And so the way that we come into this transit, the way that we really, let's call it, choose our claim status, right, with this Cancer new moon on the 17th, really will, let's call it, inform the way that this rolls through for you, right? Pluto has the capacity to be the darkest of the dark, but also the lightest of the light, right? This asks you to witness all of your unexamined places when it comes to yourself and how you operate, how you function within the form of your relationships. Yeah, let's talk a little bit more. Let's see what these cards have to talk about. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Really interesting. When we're going to talk about shifting from that Capricorn energy to Aquarius energy, right? We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is about routine and structure and just moving forward, following the path, right? Regardless of whether it's a rut or a true journey. And then the Queen of Swords, right? She is all about the truth, her own truth. She carries this sort of truth to cut away anything that does not ring true for her, that does not fall into her paradigm, that does not support the beliefs that she chooses to carry, right? So we have this kind of soldier mentality, just moving forward, just moving forward. And then we have this Queen energy that says, well, if I have to leave some things behind in order to level up, I'm prepared to do that, right? I know truth is on my side. Lovely. We have the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. So again, this is about shifting and changing your ideas and beliefs so that you can come into this place of celebration, of emotional fulfillment, right? We have the Aries Libra polarity and this Cancer new moon, right? Cancer asks you, where is your heart, right? Where is your soul? And the 10 of Swords is a required change, a necessitated change, because there is no more opportunity to stand against these ideas. They are untenable, right? This is untenable. And in order to shift here, what has to happen is that there has to be a release of these beliefs, right? There has to be a release of these beliefs. And what comes next, guess what, is celebration, is shared joy, shared contentment. And so if a shift of idea is required, then a shift of idea is required, right? We have the 7 of Swords and the Emperor. Look, the Emperor, the King of Kings, of course, very routine energy, very authoritative. I always get this mixed up. Authoritative, the one that just wants to give orders, right? So the 7 of Swords is betrayal. It's about trickery. It's about deceit, right? So all the ways that your structured ideas have been deceiving you, have been creating belief patterns that are no longer serving you. This is that place, right, where you have to choose. Are you going to just, lockstep along? Let's hope not. Or are you going to release those beliefs that no longer serve in order to level up, in order to get to that next step? I love this, that we have these this pair of twos, right? Two of Swords, which of course is about confusion. This is about choice. This is about unclear decisions, unclear beliefs. This is about that place where your ideas may be deceiving you, right? She's not listening to her heart. She's trying to rationalize. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is about pure feelingness. This is about what aligns with me. Where does my heart lead me? Not where does the lockstep of what I've been told lead me, right? Where are my beliefs? Where is my heart? Where are my beliefs? That's confusing. Where is my heart, right? That is resonant. That is absolutely an invitation forward. And so the way that we really step into that highest actuated self is to get out of our head and get into what is all of those correct and right and renewed, right? What is in service? What is surrendered? And I like this last one. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Chariot. So again, we see this clash of concept ideas, right? So the Knight of Swords, this is about moving based on your ideas. And guess what? This is about balanced head and heart. So how we move with our ideas is how we get out of this energy, right? This is how we step out here. We move based on our ideas, and we balance head and heart in order that we can move forward, not be stuck, not be stranded, but really be embodied in terms of how we choose to move. These are both cards of motion, right? Forward motion. And the way that we do that is to create a balance of that energy of me and we. Here's the deal. Know what you know, right? Know what you know. This is our number one card. Know what you know. Not what you've been told, not what somebody said, not what your uncle told you, not what your third grade teacher told you, not what your priest told you, not what your dad told you, not what your boyfriend told you, not what your sister told you. Know what you know. This is about the unexamined life becoming the examined life, right? The way that we move forward is to balance all sides. The way that we move forward is to examine, right, on all aspects and choose to move forward in terms of the balance, right? The balance of both of those pieces of you, both of those parts of you. Yeah. Chamunda. I love this oracle. It's the Kali oracle, and the artwork is so stunning. She is quite lovely. Let's see what her message is, shall we? Her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we don't realize we need it. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us, right? And that's that Pluto in Capricorn, reminding us of the structures that must change, right? The things that have to be stripped away and peeled back in terms of our beliefs, our cultural trends, our behavioral norms, right? All of these things have to be at least examined and revisited, so that we're not entangled in that which isn't good for us. So we do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding the space for an inner or outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline needed to conquer a difficult situation. She is with you now, right? And so what I love is that this is the balance, right, of the masculine and the feminine energies. And we witness that in Aquarius, right? Aquarius is that beautiful humanity energy where we are not looking for our differences. We are choosing to notice our similarities. We're choosing to be united as individuals, as humanity, right? And this is the mission of this Pluto nodes square. How do you fit? And what are you willing to leave behind from your past so that you can level up, right? Pluto is the bridge. Pluto is the gateway. Pluto is the amplifier. And so how you witness that balance and how you light up the center of that polarity of Aries and Libra, north and south nodes, this is your point of presence, right? You are the fulcrum. You are the spoke of the wheel, not out here. You are I guess you're the hub of the wheel, not the spokes. And so the more you tighten up your energy, the more you pull that in, the less spiraling you do, right? The less spiraling, the less rut walking, the less betrayal you're apt to witness, the less confusion you have, because you're not in that crazy motion. You're in the center. And if you choose to be in the center, right, moving as your love and logic, moving as your head and heart, right, moving as your visible and invisible, moving as your divine feminine and divine masculine, moving as your conscious and subconscious, right, beyond your inheritances, beyond your epigenetics, beyond your past, right, beyond that muscle memory, learning new skills so that you can shoulder your responsibility and move forward. Well, that's what this cardinal energy is all about. If you have placements from 27, 28, 29 of any of the cardinal signs, so Cancer, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, or, zero-ish of the fixed signs, this is going to feel a lot like a lot, and that's okay. This is preparation. Remember, this is preparation for the next 20 years. Pluto will be in Aquarius through 2043. So we have a lot of collective work to do. Your individual work, yes, is absolutely critical. It's going to inform. Where am I going becomes where are we going? What am I carrying becomes what are we carrying? And what am I willing to release becomes what are we willing to release, right? Your programming is going to become real, and it's going to become aligned for you as opposed to what has been. Right? There's no more parroting. There's no more rote learning. This is all by experience now. So dive in, right? If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. Other than that, big blessings. This is an ongoing transit, so we'll talk more about it. And if you have questions, shoot them away. Take care.